because I've got my doctor's appointment at 2. But Cameron just dropped a Patreon about Lin-Wen Brennan, who is basically second in command at Lucasfilm, getting a lifetime achievement award from the visual arts community. Now, the rule is that when Hollywood starts handing those out, you're pretty much on the way out the door. The only person I've ever seen get an AFI award who is still relevant, still working, is Harrison Ford. In fact, that AFI award, that when you watch the video, Carrie Fisher is so funny, I can't stop laughing. Really funny. Anyway, so Lin-Wen Brennan is getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. Then we have the picture with it, which is the thumbnail. Time's it. I can be on for like 15 minutes. Here's the deal. Why? It was Super Bowl Sunday, so it's incredibly warm. It was in the mid-80s. In fact, I remember one of the girls, Classic Vinyl, one of the DJs, basically saying it's going to be about 90 degrees, so if you're going to go out and tailgate, make sure you drink a lot of water the night before, la la la. Kennedy in the picture is wearing a winter jacket. This winter jacket has been seen in many pictures. One from her on the set of Rogue One or Solo. One just recently last summer in northern England where it is cold and chilly. And even in the summer, talking to Harrison Ford wearing the same jacket. A winter jacket. And she looks small in the picture. Okay. Now, I'm not saying the photo was photoshopped, but what I am saying is I find it very strange. I find it very interesting that it's hot, and there she is in a jacket where, I was looking around behind her, I thought it was in Orlando, and I know a few weeks back it was cold. I mean, they were, Florida people, if it goes below 70 degrees, they think they're in a blizzard. I mean, losers, grow up hair, that's the way they roll. This is weird, okay? It wasn't Florida, and it wasn't at that time of year. I thought it was Florida. What in the hell is going on? Okay, now we've got a Lifetime Achievement Award being dropped on, and Lin-Wen Brennan has been there for, she was in the visual arts department at ILM. She started being the boss at ILM, and Lucas was the one that promoted her. And now, when he left, she got to be second in command. At Sci-Fi Universe, she got to be second in command of all of Lucasfilm. So now she's getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. We've got this weird, out-of-place picture of Kennedy with a winter jacket on at Anaheim on Super Bowl Sunday, when I know damn well it was hot because they were complaining about it on the radio. Telling people to make sure you drink a lot of water the night before if you're going to tailgate. We've got the frenetic, weird stuff going on with the story group. The Screen Rant article, etc., etc. What's going on? When you've got a Lifetime Achievement Award, let me explain it, in Hollywood, is the kiss of, it's you're going bye-bye, right? You're leaving, right? That's what that is, right? Like I said, the only person I've seen get a Lifetime Achievement Award who's still working like he does, makes a movie every 2 years now, is Harrison Ford. He doesn't have to work. The man has probably a lot more money than, those what are celebrities worth sites know. When you look at when someone says, well, they're a billionaire. That's not $1 billion. That's $1 billion in assets. That's houses, cars, property. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, and if someone's a multimillionaire, again, that's the house in Brentwood. Okay, the Wyoming property, etc., etc. Okay, that's the jet he owns. The other airplanes he owns. Okay, and probably other property we don't know about. All right, that's just what that is. Oh, that's fine. They don't have to. Look. They don't want to hear about it. Okay, that's again. You guys got to understand. If it doesn't fit the narrative, they don't want to talk about it. You know. Oh, he probably does. I wouldn't doubt that he, when he gets bored, goes and fiddles around in the out in the shop. You know, it wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, I think he still owns that house in Brentwood that he was redoing because the kitchen. All right, or did he? It's really weird. I've got to do some digging because I swear to God, back in like 19 like when Empire Strikes Back, and they were when they were looking to recast Indiana Jones. The script for Indiana Jones, and he was refurbishing a house. Okay, and I think that one might have actually been one in Malibu, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he now lives in Brentwood, probably because Callista wants to live there. You know, you can't live among the plebes, gotta live with all the other, people like her. No, I don't like her. Not good enough for him. Anyway, I just, there's something weird going on. I have said, I know somebody that I don't know from somewhere in Wisconsin tried to call me just now. I don't know. I don't get it. Hey, what in my face? I think the force is with us. But that picture, I mean, when I got that email from one of you lovely people, it kind of told me something. Because I started looking at that picture, she looks a lot smaller and looks out of place there. Why are you wearing a winter jacket? Now, could be many reasons, but it's 85 degrees. You know, it's not really weather that goes with the black winter coat or jacket. It's not a coat, it's a jacket. And I'm stunned. And she doesn't look like, you know what I'm saying? She looks small in the picture. So, am I saying it's photoshopped? Okay, then why? Again, I'm not saying it's photoshopped, but hey, every possibility, because she looks really, I mean, what I love about it is when you go to, yeah, well, I looks like they maybe, I'm talking to, I'm talking about Kennedy. It looks to me, I mean, when you look at the comments, first off, she's got a mask on her face. So when I first looked at it, I was like, he's at Galaxy's Edge. I thought it was Orlando, and it's not. It's Anaheim. And second of all, I looked behind her. It's like that's one of their daughters. Don't ask me why I know this shit. I'm an investigator. My husband calls me the investigatorial tiger. Then I realized the person standing in front of them was her. And it didn't occur to me to wonder, why is she wearing that jacket? That jacket we've seen time and time again in pictures from movie sets from years ago, from in north of England last summer. Why is she wearing that jacket? She looks out of place. Now, you'd wear a jacket like that if you were sick. I mean, to me, there's something weird about it. If it's Photoshopped, then what the fuck are they doing? Okay? What? And I'm not saying it is, but that is a possibility that we must discuss. Okay? If it's not Photoshopped, why? And it's something that we need to ask ourselves. I'm going to leave in like 20 minutes. Okay, so I have to, because I got my doctor's appointment. Anyway, look, I'm going to explain what's going on. I had a really bad panic attack the other night. And I've had them since I was 19. There are years I go by without them. Okay. And the other night I had a really bad one. And, part of that is getting to know a cardiologist. Now, there's nothing wrong with my heart, but it was racing really badly. Okay. So it is better to, keep all this stuff. I've been doing this since I got out of the hospital, 30 years ago now. It is better to keep an eye on it. Okay. So nothing to worry about. This isn't new, but it's just something, Anyway, so there is something weird going on, regardless of, and if it's Photoshopped, what are they trying to say? She's still here? What's the point? But her kids are in it. Yeah, and that's the point. And then somebody told me it was Super Bowl Sunday. It was the mid 80s. She's wearing a winter jacket. Her kids are not in winter clothes. Okay, what is going on? She could be sick. She could be, just not feeling well. She could be, there could be a million different things. But a winter jacket, even if you're sick, I would think a winter jacket would be uncomfortable. So, there are all kinds of possibilities. And I think, because of what Sci-Fi Universe said, and from what I've heard from others, that the board is saying bye. And this Lin-Wen Brennan thing is another indication. Well, they'd really have to ask, would George even come back? Maybe for a little while to get John to come in. And, I think it was you, Sci-Fi Universe, that said to me, John wanted to. And if George came in and worked with him, like legitimately was there, I could see that. So I'm kind of like, I think John only comes in if he wants to, if they can keep another Kennedy from showing up. B, if George comes in and says, look, I'll do this for a couple years, but you're going to do most of the work. All right. I'll help you with fashioning the stories, etc., etc. My thing is that if John wants to bring in the EU, he might not want George to come back. because again, George never. Yeah, I think that would be the best thing is to help him with it. But I'm not sure. I do, you know, the Robert Rodriguez being fired thing was bullshit. There's a rumor that was going on. Yeah, it's a stretch, but considering the chaos going on right now and what the board wants, it's not that big of a stretch anymore. Where Disney is, they had a great financial. The first quarter was great, and we gotta look at it that way. And if the board like says, "Look, can you just come in for 2 years, and you get to pick who your successor is?" Again, not a Kennedy, somebody else. And John says, "I'll do it." You know, there's something to be said having your hero clap you on the shoulder and say, "This is who I want to replace me." Yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, and having him there in meetings, listening to what's going on, having him there as a presence, not a voice on the phone, but there physically, I think would be a big boost. And again, we're seeing something happening, and I can't really put my finger on it. But we got Baver posting that bullshit about TLJ on sci-fi on StarWars.com. We got Pablo's behavior. We've got Screen Rant with their "There's gonna be a Ray trilogy" bullshit. We've got Lin-Win Brennan. And I gotta say that there's something going on. There's something, and it's there. I mean, God, I just talked today about they're trying to revive Make Solo 2 happen again. I can imagine, Bob Chapek, Alexa, Alexia Quadracci, and Susan Arnold looking at the book after Solo came out, going, "No, no, no, no." Do you have my email address, Carlos? Because I wouldn't know where to. The picture I put up on the front of this, it there's a comeuppance happening. I think there really is. Okay, great. Send it to me, or I'll send me an email and I'll send you the picture. Okay. But there's something happening, and now I can't deny it. All right. And I really think, and I also found out that they're wrapping Indiana Jones 5 in a couple days. Okay. That the movie's way over budget, like making the Solo 2 budget look like, wow, that's like a buck 50 and a ham sandwich for that movie. I mean, that it was consisted mostly of reshoots, which tells me that Disney's like, which tells me, A, at least some of those rumors were true. Chapek went and said, no, we're not doing this. And I would say that Harrison Ford probably is the one that basically is now basically producing the movie. He won't get a production credit, but I bet you $1,000 because Kennedy is not persona non grata. No one, I don't know where she is. I mean, you've got Marshall posting the picture of the signs at Pinewood. All right, where's the wife? Wasn't this her big "C'est la vie"? ciao, see you guys later thing. Yeah, I'm thinking probably. But Ford is, of course, definitely on set. Anthony Ingruber was definitely on set. Okay, so to me, it's going to be very interesting watching all this. And it's going to be very interesting what happens. But I believe the board does want to get rid of her. And the simple reason is she's not really competent. And, you know, this movie just posted us this. You know, anyway, I gotta go. I was gonna stay on till I mean, I'll stay on for a little while. So, what I tell you guys is to pay attention to Deadline, Vanity Fair, Hollywood Reporter. I will, Carlos, etc., etc. And the reason why is this: we're going to get a big story coming sooner rather than later. You know, I don't, you know, if you want to believe that the picture is photoshopped, be my guest. Because if she's wearing a winter jacket and it's 80 to 80, 85, 88 degrees, I can't help you with that. I don't know what the fuck. Because I would be miserable, okay? I can't take the heat anyway. Even if it's dry California heat, I don't like it. That jacket's good for between like 40 and 60 degrees. She had to be, I mean, if she was there in a jacket, she had to be miserable. I honestly think they're trying to make people think that she's still part of it. I mean, maybe that's it. And maybe that's why they put it up there. But that's fucked up behavior, you know? Photoshop, I mean, just, that's why I don't buy it being a Photoshop, but I don't know. So I'm gonna rock and roll. I wanted to put this out there. I'm gonna go back to Midnight's Edge once I watch Overlord DVD, and because Doomcock just posted a story. So, and you guys behave, be well. Wish me luck on my doctor's appointment, and I'll see you around the galaxy.